Hi you guys, it's Wendy coming to you with a project share. This particular journal was commissioned and the recipient is asking for, she's going on vacation to Oregon and she wanted a beach themed journal, beach, ocean, that sort of thing. So I went ahead and altered this book, of course. I've got a collaged cover that you can see right there. I have got my fibers and ribbons and things that are in colors of the sea, or at least that's how I perceive them. And let me just do a flip through here for you. This one actually took every bit of material that I could possibly glean. This one was hard for me to, in the end I found enough things that I thought that were themed and colored, in the color scheme that I was looking for. But it took looking through every bit of material. So I wouldn't be able to do another one of these probably for a really long time until I lay my hands on more materials. But I think this came together really beautifully. They always do. And that's not tooting my own horn or anything. It's just that, if you pick the same color scheme and if you have a lot of variety in material, it usually just ends up, I think, looking really interesting. If you're a writer or someone who keeps memorabilia and, if you look for unusual places to keep those things, these fit the bill. So I think that this came out really well. I was really happy with the result. Lots of magazine pages here, of course. Got a card that you can write in. A little envelope that I cut open to act as a tuck spot. There's another magazine page from Martha Stewart, my favorite magazine to use. The cover from a book. And along the lines, as I've traded with people have sent me happy mail that has kind of scrapbooky, like little elements like this. And I'm not into scrapbooking. And so I haven't really used them in that way, so they sit around until I have kind of a purpose. And so it was kind of nice, kind of like this little sand dollar. No purpose for it until now, but of course now it works out really well. So, but yeah, just, blues, greens, neutrals. Here's a mandala page I think is really beautiful. Nautilus. And if you watch my videos regularly, you'll know that there are some that are just, they end up in every single journal, like this paper that I got at a thrift store. This has made it into multiple journals. There's just lots of writing spaces. This was another piece of happy mail. It's this really beautiful, I think you're meant to put a photo under it. And again, because I don't really do anything with my photos, it had no purpose until now, but I think that'll be a really beautiful place to put a photo. An encyclopedia page on how to swim. This cute little crab here. A few coloring pages. Some old vintage book pages. We've got this, which is Sandwells. Just some really lovely things in here. This is a pocket made out of some paintings. A painting that my husband no longer wanted. You can see that a lot of the color that I kind of lay in here is magazine page, and sometimes things don't work, like this is a shaving cream ad, but basically once somebody tucks something in here, you're not going to see it anyway. So hence the name Junk Journal. Here's another pocket. So I've grown kind of unconcerned. Here's another pocket. grown unconcerned about those spots where you can kind of see a little bit of ad peeking through. You know, if you're really using the book and if you're tucking things in where they're supposed to be tucked, those things aren't really going to matter. Same way with this. If you didn't want Better Homes and Gardens and just want to keep the Discover, paste a little piece of paper there, put a little post-it there, and it'll be gone, you know, and that's the whole premise. Here's another frame, again, from folks who scrapbook, who send me stuff like that. There's a coloring page. This is actually a wallpaper border and another coloring page. An ATC I created a long time ago. This is acrylic. I think it's kind of cool. Children's book page, another coloring page, a poem. Just lots of really cool imagery, lots of cool book images and things. This somebody gave me in a, I guess what I would call a Happy Mail basket. A little group of local ladies got in the habit during COVID times of sending, you know, putting baskets on people's porches. And this came in and it's a journal, a travel journal, and it's been really useful for multiple pages from multiple projects. So I appreciate that. A few scrapbook pages here and there. Don't have a lot of scrapbook stuff, but every so often people give it to me and I use it. Some wrapping paper I think is really pretty. You've seen that on other projects. Coloring page. There's a wallpaper border. It's a paper napkin that I decoupaged and made into a pocket so you could tuck something in here. And then this little guy opens up and there's a pocket in it. So anyway, yeah, just wanted to share that with you. That's going to get delivered today. And then I'm on to my next journal and I'll share that with you when I have it done. Hopefully you're doing well and I will talk with you soon. Bye-bye.